So what has Europe ever done for us? Well, there's free healthcare when on holiday there. There's that arrest warrant that allows us to nab crooks and terrorists across the channel. Tariff-free trade, a boon to our companies. So many deals done over more than 40 years of EU membership. But what, David Cameron asks, if we vote to leave?
The process of leaving is that you take at least 2 years to work out your relationship with the rest of the EU. There's no guarantee that will be fixed within those 2 years. And unless they unanimously vote to extend that process of negotiation, you're out. And when you're out, you'd have to, if you don't have a deal, you have to default to the World Trade Organization rules. Now, if you're under the World Trade Organization rules, they would pay a tariff, 10% on cars at least.
Now, a new Cabinet Office report says the extra costs for the car industry isn't the only danger. It warns we could be expelled from Europe's single market and that tariffs could be imposed on a range of UK exports. That the rights of 2 million UK migrants living elsewhere in the EU could go, that the free healthcare we enjoy when holidaying in the EU could be eliminated, and that our police would no longer be able to nab criminals on the continent via the European arrest warrant. And the big fear it raises? Well, up to a decade or more of uncertainty as all these arrangements are renegotiated. A Northern Ireland maker of buses. Would it buckle without the buttress of EU membership, as the PM implies, even if it is strong enough to hold his weight?
I think it's all baloney. It's all Project Fear. In fact, there's a great opportunity for change and improvement. This issue is really about, does Britain have a chance to make a change now? For the first time in our lives, we can get rid of so much of the bureaucracy and constriction that comes from the European Union.
So what does the pro-EU First Minister of Scotland think of the complaint of Boris's Leave EU colleagues that David Cameron plays dirty? The Eurosceptic ministers who are campaigning for leaving the EU believe that the civil service is being asked to behave unconstitutionally by depriving them of support. Are they right?
I think it's putting the civil service into a very difficult position. I also think it puts any minister, and I say this as the First Minister of a government, it puts a minister into a difficult position if they're denied access to certain government documents.
Civil servants here in Whitehall are beavering away on a new government paper outlining the alternatives to EU membership. And given that those civil servants work for the Prime Minister, what's the betting that those alternatives won't look terribly alluring? Robert Peston, News at 10.